Hey, and welcome to NAB Day 3. So much thanks to all of you who've watched Day 1 and 2. I am sorry to say, though, I'm not going to be able to get to all the booths that you've asked for because today, Day 3 is going to be all about Aputure. I'm making it all about Aputure because I'm trying to sound the alarm about the Storm ADC. You can watch a video all about that right over there if you would. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. But right now, I'm going to get on a shuttle bus and I'm going to take it over to Aputure, where I have an exclusive interview with Ted Sim, one of my favorite people of all times. And he's talking about my favorite light of all times and my favorite lighting company of all times. Yeah, I'm pretty biased. So yeah, Day 3 at NAB, it's all about Aputure. You're going to love it. It's so good to see you.
Good to see you.
I know you're a hugger, because every time I've seen you, you've come up and given me a hug. You gave me one a little earlier, and I just want to let you know, this is one of my all-time favorite people on the planet Earth.
Oh my God, on Earth? Mark, that's too nice. See, that's lovely. What on earth? How's it going?
Okay, and if you don't know this guy, well, of course you know this guy. I mean, look, everyone.
That's not true.
Everyone who knows Aputure knows Ted.
Sure.
And Ted, how long have you been doing this?
We've been doing this for 12 years
12
now.
years.
It's crazy. It's unbelievable. Isn't
You
it?
have gone from like a tiny little light that you sold to indie filmmakers to some of the most amazing Hollywood lights on the planet.
Well, to be clear again, we got a team of people, right? We got a lot of people working super hard, doing so many things.
Yeah, I didn't mean that you actually made each light by yourself, but still,
100%.
I really, really appreciate it. Now, I'm going to tell you what I'm so excited about.
Sure.
You were kind enough to send me a Storm ADC.
Fantastic.
And my favorite light up until the Storm ADC was the Lightstorm 60X.
Great light.
Great light.
Incredible fixture.
It was my favorite. And I kept telling everybody, hey, this is great because it has all the things you can put on it. And so easy, and it's not it's big and bulky. It comes in a small package. You can do all kinds of things. Wasn't the best key light, but it could be a key light if you needed to be, but it was still a great light for just all kinds of other things. So I've been waiting for a colored version of the 60C. In fact, in years past, you've seen me at NAB, and I've come up and said, hey, where's the colored version of the 60C, right? Yeah. So then I heard the 80C was coming out. I go, oh, they made it a little brighter.
There you go.
You did not just make it a little brighter, man. You made it the coolest light on the planet Earth. I'm trying to tell everybody I know about this light because I got it. It was great, and it has it's better designed.
Yeah, 100%.
And I would have been excited about that.
Yeah.
That would have been enough for me. And the fact that it would be colored, that would be great. But when I put the colors up, these colors are deeper and richer than any other light that I own. I don't know how you did it. Well, I guess I do know you did.
We've been living in lo-fi for a while. We've been living in lo-fi for a while.
I know.
Because of not having that color fidelity.
I grew up with the tungsten lights, and they were better. Okay. But I didn't know it because they were hot. They burned your hands, and you couldn't dim them, and so LEDs were just like so much superior. Yeah. But they weren't in a lot of ways, and so now you've done this, and then I thought, well, it can't be a better. It's a better colored light, and who really needs those rich, deep colors anyway? Although you've got some really great.
That's a pretty saturated yellow back there.
It is really good.
Yes.
And I thought, well, but okay, I can live without that. But then I put it on as a white light, the same little ADC. Yeah. And it's better on the skin, man. It is better on the skin. You did it. I want to congratulate you on the Storm series, but I have one complaint.
Sure, go for it.
Ready for my complaint?
Please let us know. Tell us what we can say to the team.
I need a brighter one, but I don't need a 1200 one. You see what I'm saying? So I need, and I gotta believe you're doing this in the right way because you've come out with a fantastic light, the 1200C, right? And you've got the 1000C, right? And then you've got the 80C down here for people like me who could actually afford it, right?
Yep, of course.
And then now I'm hooked. I just want more. I want more and more. Wouldn't it be great to have something in the 300-ish range?
Between 80 and the 1000.
There you go.
And you want the full color tunability.
I want the full color and the Blair engine and all the stuff.
And you want saturated colors.
If you had one of those, or maybe two of those, I have two of those, and then a couple of these. You have a great 3-light kit now of that Storm, by the way, which is really cool.
Just launched
We
those.
throw in a couple MC Pros and an MT Pro or two for hair or rim lights because I don't know if they need to be Blair engines or not.
This is the kit that we
This is the perfect kit, isn't it?
This is the kit that we wanted this 10 years ago. We wanted a 3-light kit that had basically all the colors, perfect skin tones, and then a couple of shaping modifiers.
Yeah, and you've done it. You've done it. You've done it. That's fantastic. All right, now I've been doing all the talking. Yeah. And I need you to talk
about what? What can we talk about?
You can talk about the Storm.
You already know everything.
I know everything there is about it.
So for people that don't know, blue, lime, amber, indigo, red. So basically we mix these together. What that allows us to do is recreate the spectrum of light from real daylight, from real tungsten. So it's a perfect one-to-one match. And I think for so many people out there, right? Like we tour a lot of rental houses. I tour a lot of studios.
Yeah.
I see the hot lights and there's always somebody there who's like, I just want that last little bit of color performance for my talent.
Yeah.
And it pains me because I see it, I see the little gap, but then you also see all the benefits of LED, and it's like, how can we not have the best of both worlds, right?
Yeah.
So this is what our team's been working so hard on.
It is such a great light. But my other big complaint is you've ruined me for all of the lights. I mean,
What are you talking about?
I'm just I get other lights and I'm like, well, it doesn't have the Blair engine. It doesn't do that thing to the skin. It doesn't have the deep, rich colors, whatever. And they're fine. And people can do amazing. Oh, look, people have done amazing things off the lights that are out there. But you've bumped it up to a whole new level. And I kind of feel like not enough people are talking about it. That's how I'm feeling right now.
It's education. People need to know.
They need to know. They need to try it out.
Absolutely.
And the ADC is probably where to try it out. Is that shipping now? The ADC
Yeah, it
is
is.
shipping?
Absolutely. Yeah.
How about that Bowens mount adapter? Because I was looking for that.
Ooh, that should be shipping now too, actually.
Okay, I
Yeah,
need to get one of those because that didn't come with what I've got.
it's
So I want to try it out.
adapter.
I need that. The other thing about the Storm that you did great was just lots and lots and lots of modifiers.
Yeah.
The more modifiers, the better for us.
Nowadays, with a lot of the ISOs that we're shooting at, it's like you really don't need that much of a punch
You don't.
anymore.
No, it's true.
For a lot of shoots, especially a lot of the ENG crews I talk to or the indie filmmakers, it's like 80 watts is actually a lot considering that we're shooting at such high ISOs now.
Yeah, but you need one.
You need one. You want one sunlight light. You want to
you
see out the windows. You want to expose someone's face and also see the beautiful trees outside.
Exactly. You do one great key light, and then you need a bunch of little things. Kind of fill light. Fill light would be great. A little background, all the different things like that.
Our dream, right, is like, you want to be a painter. You just take your easel and your paintbrushes, and you can go paint anywhere, right?
Yeah.
But it's for some reason, if you want to paint with light, you suddenly have to build and bring and it's all these cases, right? And I think the goal and the dream that I see, obviously, of course, you need that one big light, right? But for a lot of setups, isn't it fun to imagine you have a portable lighting kit where you can design and create visual looks?
Yeah.
That's great.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Just show everybody what's going on here. Okay, there's an entryway over there. There's a presentation hall over there, a full presentation hall over here. You've got some things over here. And of course, what you're doing this year, right, is you're showing off this tiny little light. Yeah.
Small.
See, the problem is if I had this light, I don't even know where I would put it in my house, man. Look at this thing.
This is not designed, again, for really owner-operated. No. It's mostly for people that are doing rental operations or if you have a truck. But for a light this size, right, 5,200 watts of LED power.
Yeah.
The thing I want to remind people of is that this is actually 30% lighter than a 9K HMI while being comparable in brightness. So it seems big.
Yeah.
But what that means is that for the first time, a single person now has an unheard of amount of light, right? 9,000 watts of equivalent. You're talking about matching the sun, right?
Yeah.
Going way beyond matching the sun at this point. We're talking.
Of course, I'm blown out here because that's, obviously they got to set the ISO. I mean, it doesn't take a whole lot to blow out this little camera, but still, when you need a lot of light, you've done it here.
Yeah.
But it's not just a powerful light, right? Because you've made powerful lights before. I mean, we've seen some of those before.
Yeah, it also has actually, believe it or not, so not only do we get the intensity, right? So you can see that. I'm so sorry to the people that are there. I'm going to dim that down right now. I go to light modes here. One thing that we also built in is HSI mode. So again, this is designed to be tunable white. However, if you did want tunable color, we do build in a good amount of tunable color into this fixture as well. So you can see the rings around here that are changing. The white light's a little bit, that's a different fixture that's spotted. But look at saturated blues and greens.
Yeah.
Now, if you want super saturated, again, 80C, 1000C all day. However,
you do get some colored lights, even in a white light, because it has the Blair engine. And you basically just said, okay, we're going to do that, which was a little confusing the first time I heard that. I thought, wait a minute, it's got the Blair engine, but it's a white light, but it's a great white light, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's great. Now, so this is the ballast that holds this sucker here, but what are we powering it with here, man? Where does that go?
Yeah, so this is basically a 220 volt watt header cable. So basically this header cable just plugs in. So from the actual control box to the top, we can go up top of 45 meters. And then of course the power cable will just go from here to whatever pin you need. So whether that's stage pan, whether that's going into a generator, this is that standard power cable that you're used to.
Oh, this is incredible.
Yeah.
But way out, my audience will never own this. I'm telling you. But that's okay. But we're going to own
They're going to own some ADCs. I'll tell you that right now. In fact, they're buying them already.
Look, the way that we think about it is, there's the kit that you own, right? And
Yeah.
oh, by the way, the high-end filmmakers are the same way. They own a couple little lights.
Right.
They're not putting this in their living room, right? This is what a rental house does. It's like asking, like, do you have a bulldozer at your house?
Yeah,
No.
exactly.
You go and rent it when you need the job. It's a professional tool for a professional day. So these are rentable, but what I like about it is that the same control system, Link,
Yeah.
the Blair engine, Blair-CG,
All in
of this
here.
technology trickles down to the ADCs. And the thing is that
You're right. That's the thing I love is nothing here is lost on the ADC.
exactly.
Yeah.
And when you
Let's go over there. Check it out.
feeling like you want to do bigger productions or you want to start renting some larger fixtures,
Well, yeah.
well, guess what?
you
You
could-
already know the ecosystem, right?
Yeah.
This exact light that went onto things like Dune 2 and whatnot, right? Like this fixture, you're already familiar with how to use it. You already know how it controls. You already know how to build it up. So at that point, if you need more intensity, you just rent it, right?
Yeah.
Here's your XY. here's
Yeah,
your X.
yeah. It's pretty much the same menu.
Same engine.
Right?
So Blair engine here, and then Blair-CG here's that 3-light kit.
Oh, yeah. That is awesome,
This
man.
one we're very excited about. So
I tell you, I love the Fresnel, and I love the barn doors.
Yep. Reflectors as well.
Reflector is great, but I love those little dome light things.
Now what you're looking
Oh
for?
yeah, that's what thank you. I'll just put that in my
looking for. There
pocket.
you
No, I'll get one when I'm
Absolutely.
not going to steal it.
Yeah, so barn doors, 3 lights here, all
Well,
kit. This
I might steal it, but I won't steal it on camera. I'm just kidding. But here it is, man. I'm telling you,
ADCs.
this is the thing I love. Yeah, and I love that. I mean, look, it's a great light, but with the Fresnel and the barn doors, it's a better light. And then with the dome diffuser, it's a better light. And then with the locking mount, it's a better light. And then being able to put any Bowens mount thing on the front of it that you want.
The goal
and
is one
it's-
light that can be interchangeable for
Yeah.
any accessory or
Yeah.
what that you want, right? So.
That's awesome. And this-
1000 Cs, of course.
See, I always get the 1000. I always get the 1000 and the 12 confused because one of them's for white light. Is that this one?
No, so this one's the C. So 1000 C.
I had a 50-50 shot on
No,
that.
yeah, pretty good, pretty good. So 1000 C, this is why you're getting that super saturated yellow color.
Oh, yeah.
This is something that the 1200X is not capable of, but if you want like high performance color fidelity, right out of this one.
So if you're looking for a great key light, you'd probably go with the 1200 because it's going to give more power.
Yeah.
And it's going to give you exactly what you want. Use tunable white light. Still gives you the great white light that you want, but more power out of it. And then and that's the 1200. And then you got the 1000 if you want color. And this though right here, let's just be really clear about this. This really. You know, in terms of affordability, it's still pretty good.
Absolutely.
But it's not the affordability of this guy. But seriously, this gives the same rich colors, right?
That's right.
See, that's the thing. Right?
Same engine, they match perfectly too. So that's
Yeah.
important because a lot of times, frankly, what the industry looked like 10 years ago was that everybody had their own idea of what the settings should look like. Everybody had their own idea of what the color engine should look
Right.
like. We matched the color engine between all the form factors. So they all
yeah.
work together.
So that's fantastic. That's fantastic. All we need now, Ted, is that light that sits right in
You see it. There's a mirage appearing.
It's right.
Yep, there's a fixture
Right
here.
there.
It might have, I'm trying to imagine the wattage that the fixture
And
has.
I won't make you say it, but we all know it's coming. So something's got to go right there, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait
I
for
didn't say
it.
anything.
Let's talk about what else you got going here.
Infinimats, so of course we're showing off matte lights. If you need thin, big diffusion, right? We've got multiple different
Yeah.
packets here. So right over here we're showing the 4x4. Imagine like a dome or a big diffusion, but without that depth, right? So thin, lightweight, full color tunability. And they come in different shapes and sizes. We got a 2x4, we got a 1x2 here. So all these different sizes here can basically be used to Lego together whatever shape of light.
Well, and speaking about Legos, I mean, like right here, I mean, I know we're looking at a 4x4, but also you can change the color of lights
100%.
inside of there.
That's right.
You can have more than one light at the same time. How many can you have on the 4x4?
You can actually have 4 pixels in here.
4 pixels. So basically, this section could be one color, this could be another, this could be another, this could be another.
100%.
Which gives you that whole look.
And that gives you that animated look. So for something larger, especially something like the 8x8 or the 20x20, you can actually play images through it. So if you're trying to do like a car rigging scene or something like that, and you want basically lights to fly by the sides of the car, you can actually just shoot footage out the window and then play that footage through your light. And then all of a sudden the interactive lighting will be, or if you're talking to like a hologram, the hologram talks back to you in terms of light.
You were so I went to see Tim King, who's around here somewhere, by the way.
Genius, right there.
Yeah, okay, there. And so I saw him, and he was basically demonstrating that, where he took a picture and he dragged it up into the into some software that he had. But that's not software that I know how to get. So is that where are we on that? Because I would, I would love that. I'd love to hear that you say you're working on that, because I would love to be able to take something like this that can do more than just 1 pixel light, and then be able to basically, you pop on even a video. I saw him do it with a video, and then it changes and then gets
somebody with a Sahara sunset.
Yeah, yeah.
You can do that.
That's coming.
Yeah, I want to light people with the bustling streets of Shinjuku, Tokyo. Or I don't know, New York City, or whatever you're thinking.
If you were doing, I mean, if you were a programmer, you could probably do it right now, because I know Tim showed him doing it. It was the stuff off the shelf, but I can't do that yet. So something's coming for us, little guys, that we'll be able to do that.
No, it's not.
That's the goal.
Little guys, it's just like everybody deserves it to be easy.
Yeah.
Everybody deserves to be able to just do it, and it should be a drag and drop with your phone, where you can just, shoot the footage or have the footage and deploy it immediately.
Well, I'm super excited about that. That super excites me. Let me show you one other thing. We got something else you want to tell me?
Yeah, we got SideSync Pro over here. Hey guys, how's it going? Right. So basically, SideSync Pro, what this means is, again, for everybody out there that's wanted seamless and wireless control of all your fixtures, not only do we have them here in real time with actual Wi-Fi level stability, TRMX control, but the main thing is that you don't have to be an IT networking professional to control your lights wirelessly now.
Yeah.
If you want to start doing things like complex lighting sequences, where I'm actually programming in different changes or cues on each of my lights, right? This should be something that's easy and programmable.
Now, I have a subscription to SideSync Pro. Is it just working now?
Yeah, it is.
Do I need to get this, though, in order to run this kind of stuff? Do I need something like that?
So you need this if you want to do like Q stacks or like animations and stuff like that. But if you want the standard lighting control, this will do it automatically all by itself. You don't need that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so this actually, so you can see right there, you see that green light right there? That's going up and down. Let me grab my green light. Yeah, this all just works immediately. But basically, it really depends on just like how fast you want the light to react. If you want like instantaneous, right? Like the moment that I like hit this button, it turns on and off, then this is how we're going to be building that in there. So that's really it though. After that, I mean.
And this is now? This is now.
This is now.
This is not
as is.
Later in the future sometimes.
We do have some features that we can show off later.
Okay.
But basically, really what we're trying to do is just simplify the whole connectivity process. So like, you should just be able to turn it on, find your lights, connect it, and have it all up and running. So our goal again is to look at this. If this looks complicated, this is so much easier than the way that it normally is. However, our plan is to make it even more simple over time. It should feel like like a good product, you just know how to use it immediately. Yeah, well, that's kind of like you got over here, like these Aputure bulbs, which I absolutely love. And then, of course, the MC Pro. But the MC Pro, I mean, I don't know, the company you got rid of, I mean, kicked out the door, I mean, split off from you, Amaran. They have made... they're incredible.
The Ace 25,
they're brilliant.
It's kind of a great light.
The 25X and C are incredible.
I'm kind of starting to see that maybe there needs to be an MC.
You want to see a kit for them?
I'd like to see something up.
No, it's good to know. It's good to know.
No, I'd like to see an upgrade of this.
I love
in the 25 range, 25 watt range or something. Just saying.
No, it's good to know.
Yeah.
I love the Amaran Ace lights too. I mean, they have a little Ace lock on them too, so you can just snap them in. So people that don't know
I do like those.
I mean, yeah, it's basically. We also have a battery coming for the Ace lock, where it's a battery, but it's also a handle and it's also a tripod grip. So you get the grip, the battery solution all together. There's no wires anymore.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Awesome.
That's awesome. Cool. That'll be great. Well, no, Amaran's doing some great things too. But I'm just saying, I do love these lights, and I love the fact that they're weather resistant, which the Amaran ones aren't. I love the fact that that they don't have a fan. But if you're gonna have to put a fan in, if you're gonna go to 25, and it's a trade-off. And the truth is, these are bright enough for most of the things you need. Actually, you're probably doing the right thing here, because now that I think about it, having more of these in little places is probably better than having a brighter one, right? Is that you're hearing me on that one?
So the goal is to have little pucks of light, little pockets of light that you can throw in place wherever you need. So.
And it's working great. And of course, all the great modifiers that are in here.
Being able to grid it out.
That's
again, painting with light. That's the goal here.
So you've kind of got everything. Is there something left? Did you leave anything on the table, Ted, as far as what a filmmaker needs? Let's go over and look at your set here for a minute.
Set that we have built over here.
Now we'll end on that.
Tim's about to come up and do some talking about color science.
So great.
It'll be super, super cool. But I think really we just wanted to show a full setup of all our fixtures being used. And the reason for that is, look, I mean, we can talk about a new paint brush every day. However, the ultimate goal is to show the full set in action, right? You should be
Yeah.
able to have all the different swatches and all the things so that you can paint it whatever reality you want.
Now look here, I'm getting a little flicker problem in here.
Yeah,
but
that's from the refresh rate.
that's from the refresh rate on here, and they explained that yesterday. So you had to shoot in a different rate. You did an entire presentation, which was fantastic last night. And oh, by the way, while I'm giving out compliments, your keynote speech was fantastic
Oh,
last
thank you
night.
so much. I appreciate it.
I absolutely loved it, man. And this was great. Basically, I'll just tell people at home that what they missed here last night. Basically, they shot an entire little short right here on this virtual set.
In under an hour.
In under an hour.
Really
it looked really good. It was really, really good. I was super impressed.
A phenomenal job.
Oh, and who was that did that? I can't remember.
Matt Ryan's the cinematographer. We also had Craig Keefe, ASC. So the guy that shot the Muppets movie was here. So super, super cool. I mean, they literally walked in too, and they were like, "Okay, let's pick swipe this background.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm shooting here. Now I'm going to dial in my lights. I want to look like this." And all of a sudden, we had a beautiful.
I know, it was really great. It was really fun to watch. And he's starting. There it is. There's Tim.
There's Tim.
I think we're out of time. Hey,
That's good. Hey.
Ted, thanks so much, man. I really appreciate all you're doing
Appreciate it.
for you.
Thank you so much,
Thanks so
guys.
much.
Really
Say
appreciate
goodbye. Oops. Here.
That's good.
We'll get a parting shot.
All right. See you
Thanks so
guys.
much, man.
Later. Thanks.
All right, always good to talk to Ted and find out what's going on at Aputure. And I mean every word I said about the Storm ADC. If you'd like to see a video all about that, well, you can watch that right over there because I actually demonstrate why it's the best light of 2025. Hey, thanks for stopping by.